Hi, I'm Mosas Trader Shepherd. Let me tell you my story. My parents were Peter Burr Shepherd and Mary Barker. I was a member of the Battalion Infantry Nauvoo Legion. Eliza Jane came to Utah in 1853. I met Eliza Jane Adamson when I stopped in Wayne County to earn money to continue my journey west with the Utah Pioneers. We were married March 21, 1840. Eliza Jane was reluctant to leave her parents and family, so we remained there for a few years and 4 children were born to us while there. Only one of the 4 children survived. I persuaded her to gather our few belongings and come with me and our little girl to the west with renewed hope of finding happiness in a new place. When they reached Connsville, Potawatomi, Iowa, it was necessary for us to rest of a time as Eliza Jane was expecting another child. A son was born to us here on August 9, 1849. He was a healthy baby and soon we were continuing on to Council Bluffs. While there our 6th child was born on July 21, 1851. This baby, also a son, died. We were disheartened and Eliza's health was very poor. It was decided that she would remain in Council Bluffs with her children while I continued on to find a new home for us. I would send for them later. Eliza Jane found it hard to be left alone with strange people in a strange place. Everyone was good to her, nevertheless, she wished that she had never left her family. She wished often that she had continued on with me. One day she was pleasantly surprised. I had been assigned to return to Council Bluffs to assist another group of pioneers to get started on the way. By this time her health was much improved and she joined me and we continued on our journey. We arrived in Utah in the spring of 1853 and were sent to settle in Palmyra, Utah. Here on September 12, 1853 another baby was born to them. This time, a little girl. Most pioneers' lives were not easy, but we faced all the trials and hardships with courage. Eliza Jane had many home remedies for most kinds of illnesses and was often called upon by many pioneer families for help when sickness visited their homes. 4 more children were born to them here, making a total of 11, 7 of them living and 4 died as children or childbirth. On December 13, 1862 Eliza and I went to the Salt Lake Endowment House and were sealed for time and for eternity. In the spring of 1866 I died. Eliza Jane was only 44 years old, leaving her to rear and care for our 7 children. She milked their cows, sold milk and butter or traded for other things they needed. She also sold medicine made from her home remedies. Among the few treasures that she brought from her own home in Indiana were her mother's recipe for making soda crackers. These she made and sold. It all helped to get the necessary food and clothing for her family. She then married Stephen Markham. In Salt Lake City, Utah, on November 30, 1867. When she was 45 years old. She later married Joseph Huff 1886 when she was 64 years old. He died February 6, 1893, in Lake Shore. Sorrow again came into her life when her son Aaron and his wife died within a short time of each leaving a family to be cared for. Her youngest son Isaac helped to build a large log room where she moved with the little orphan family and cared for them until she became ill. She suffered a stroke which left her helpless. It was then necessary for her to live with her children as she needed constant care. She lived 7 years as a helpless invalid. She died March 21, 1897 and is buried in the Spanish Fork Cemetery.